second part of the Consumer Protection Act video, and in previous video we discussed about the introduction and what are consumers and their rights, and in this video we'll discuss about the appeals procedure, how an appeal can be filed and the remedies available under this act, and the conclusion. Now, appeal procedure is the National Commission, State Commission, and district forums are required to decide complaint as far as possible within the period of 3 months from the date of notice received by the opposite party, where a complainant does not require analysis or testing of commodities, and within 5 months if it requires analysis or testing of any commodity. Now, the appeal are allowed within 30 days against the order of district forum to the state commission and against the order of state commission to the national commission under 30 days. Now, appeal can also be preferred to the Supreme Court against the order of the national commission within a 30 period time. Consumer has to keep in mind that the time limit, and within the limitation period he has to file the complaint, he has to file an appeal in superior courts and forums. Now we'll discuss about the remedies that has been provided under Consumer Protection Act, and number one is removal of defects. If the consumer, after conducting a proper test by using the products, find the product to be defective, then the authority can pass an order of removing the defect in the product. Now, number second is replacement of goods and refund of the price paid by the consumer while purchasing the products if there is any defect or the product is not good. Now, the award of consumption can also be given. If a consumer can demand compensation from the trade or service provider, it is because of his negligence the consumer has suffered some physical or any other material loss. Number third is removal of deficiency in services. Now, the authority can pass an orders for removal of the deficiency if there is any deficiency in delivery of the service. For example, if the consumer has applied for a loan and has fulfilled all the formalities, but the bank is making unnecessary delay in sanctioning the loan, then the court can pass the order to sanction the loan and not wasting more time of the person. It can also be regarded as discontinuance of unfair and restrictive trade practices. For instance, if a complaint is filed by the consumer against any unfair trade practices in the market, the authority can order an immediate withdrawal of such practice and can also pass an order for banning such trade practices. Now, stopping of sale of hazardous goods, withdrawal of hazardous goods from the market, and payment the adequate cost to the consumer are also some of the remedies that comes under the Consumer Protection Act. There has been an amendment of Consumer Protection Act Bill of 2018, which says that it has been amended thrice, but the act is still not sufficient to deal with the challenges such as online transaction, multi-level food adulteration, and digital marketing. And the bill has proposed to make various changes in the Ancient Act in order to provide better protection to the rights of the consumers and the interest of the consumers. Now, following are some changes that has been added via the Amendment Bill of 2018. Number first is Central Protection Councils. It is also known as CPCs, and in this Act of 1986, CPCs just has the authority to promote and protect the rights of consumers, but as proposed in the bill, CPCs will be advisory bodies for promotion and protection of the consumer rights. The ambit of law has been increased, and the bill includes all goods and services, telecom, housing, construction, and all modes of transaction for considering, while excludes free and personal services. Number third is untrade practices. This bill proposes the addition of three more types of unfair trade practices to the list of this. Number one is failure to issue a bill or receipt, refusal to accept a good return within 30 days, and disclosure of personal information given in confidence unless required by the law. Jurisdiction of the Commission, where the bill proposes to change the pecuniary jurisdiction of the Commission to rupees 1 crore for district forum, between 1 crore and 10 crores for state commission, and above 10 crores for national commission. It also gave the alternate dispute redressal mechanism, where there was no such provision in original act, but now the bill proposes to attach mediation cells to the district, state, and national commissions. It is also being added the penalties, that it changes the change in the penalty, that is imprisonment up to 3 years or fine not less than 25,000, which can be extended to rupees 1 lakh or both. E-commerce has also been added, in which the bill mentions and defines direct selling, e-commerce and electronic service provider, which are not there in 1986. Moreover, the central government may prescribe rules for preventing unfair trade practices in the e-commerce and direct selling. Now, to conclude this video, we must say that Consumer Protection Act has proved to be a helping hand to the blind consumers, which has been blind consumers and protected them from being exploited in the hand of huge corrupted companies, which benefit them by defrauding the consumers and the famous traders. Now the traders and the firms are still working on how to make a huge profit, and one of the way is exploiting the consumer and the conditions of them. Now corresponding to this, legislature and judiciary are making really good and very attemptive amendments in the act from time to time, but the consumer himself needs to be really careful and aware of the people in the market. That's all. Thank you.